The quiet Earth screamed first. Prologue, a signal unlike any other. In the outer rim of the constellation Tursalis, the Velar Dominion survey vessel Omnis 9 passed silently through the void. The Velar were not known for emotion. For them, existence was measured in logic and sequence, in orbits and outcomes. Their species had long discarded feelings, seen as inefficient, disruptive, a hindrance to unity. So when the Omnis 9 received a transmission from the Sol system, a small yellow star with a Chapter 1, The Scream of Earth. It wasn't loud in the traditional sense. It didn't overload systems. But the scream affected the crew's neural nodes, designed to simulate awareness. Crew members reported strange sensations: compression in the chest, warm liquid near eyes, flashes of unfamiliar memories. This signal didn't speak in words. It spoke in grief, joy, fear, hope. It was millions of voices layered over one another, raw and imperfect. Children laughing, soldiers crying, choirs singing in ruined churches, couples whispering goodbyes, journalists shouting warnings into static, poets reading final verses. A planet was dying, but not silently, and somehow its pain echoed through space. Chapter 2, The Scholar Elarxi. Velar Command convened. The planet known as Earth had shown signs of intelligent life centuries ago, but had then gone dark. No trade, no war, no signals. Assumed extinct. Still, the scream changed everything. They assigned Elarxi, a historian, not a soldier or diplomat, to investigate. This was unusual. Why send a thinker, not a fighter? Because Earth, they concluded, wasn't a threat. It was a question. Chapter 3, Arrival at the End of Humanity. Elarxi's ship descended over the ruins of Europe, once called a cradle of civilization. He chose to land in Venice. Though it was barely above sea level now, the waters had claimed much of the old city. Trees grew through buildings. Birds nested in cathedrals. Wild foxes darted past cracked marble statues. It was beautiful and absolutely empty, except for the feeling, a pressure in the air, a kind of memory embedded in matter. The Earth was still screaming. Chapter 4, A Human Message in the Dust. Elarxi, equipped with multi-spectrum scanners and emotion-blocking stabilizers, searched for the source. He found it beneath the ruins of a library, deep underground, in a sealed vault powered by failing solar cells. Inside were objects he couldn't fully understand. Paintings, violins, books, shoes, diaries, things the Velar would call clutter. But they had all been saved, preserved from fire, flood, and time. At the center sat a single terminal, flickering weakly. It played a recording, the final message of humanity. To whoever finds this, we know you will, because we believed in stars long before we reached them. We were not perfect. We destroyed much. We fought even more. But we loved harder than we should have. We danced while the world cracked. We wrote sonnets for volcanoes and sang to the moon as it left us. Our downfall wasn't your fault. It wasn't a war. It wasn't aliens. It was us. But that doesn't mean we weren't worth knowing. We lived. And we screamed. And we made sure the scream would never stop echoing. If you hear this, know we were loud, because we were full. Chapter 5: The Return of the Silent Scholar. Ilarxi returned to the Velar Dominion, but something had changed. He no longer participated in debates. He disabled his logic enhancements. He sat for hours, just listening to the archived signal of Earth's scream. Others asked, "What did you find?" But he never answered. Until one day, he whispered, only once. The quiet Earth screamed first, because it was the only one who knew how. And then he wept, something no Velar had done in over 7,000 years. Epilogue: Earth becomes legend. The Dominion classified Earth as a world of memory, not to be colonized, not to be studied, simply to be remembered. Other species began visiting, quietly, to hear the scream. Some described it as terrifying, others as beautiful, but all agreed humanity had died loudly and left behind an echo no silence could erase. And in the infinite quiet of the stars, the only sound left is a scream, wrapped in music, memory, and meaning. The quiet Earth screamed first, and the universe is still listening.